This is Chris Townsend, and you're listening to 95.7 The Game, the Bay Area's only FM sports station.
A lot of highlights to get to. The A's able to take the lead in the game against Sabathia. Coco Crisp was batting with one out in the top of the first. So here's Coco, a switch hitter, batting right, and Sabathia ready into the windup, and CC delivers the pitch to Crisp, and it's swung on, and a drive to deep left field. Gardner is back. Gardner at the track, and he is going to watch it fly. And Coco Crisp gets the A's on the board in the top of the first inning, and it's already 1-0 Athletics. They're playing long ball against the Yankees in this series. I think the Bombers so far in this series are wearing green and gold. And so the A's leading 1-0. The Yankees batting in the bottom of the first against Cahill, and the Yanks made a bid, a single by Jeter, a walk to Granderson, 2 on, 1 out. Teixeira was the hitter. Now the runners lead from first and second, and they run. The 3-2 is swung and lined at second, a double play. Weeks fires to first, and the bottom of the first inning suddenly comes to an end. A line shot with the runners going to Jemile Weeks, an inning-ending 4-3 double play. And after one, it's 1-0 Athletics. The Yankees another bid in the second with 1 out. Swisher was hit by a pitch, and with a 2 away, the Yankee hitter was Eduardo Nunez. Here's now the pitch, and a fly ball right center field. Coco going back, still going at the track, reaching up over the shoulder, and makes a great catch and tumbles down to one knee on the warning track right at the barrier about 30 feet to the right of straightaway center field. Good play in center by Coco Crisp as he robs Nunez of extra bases and the Yankees of a run with a tumbling catch. So the Yankees fail to score, and after 2, it's 1-0 Athletics. In the third inning, the Yankees would tie it up, a 1-out single by Granderson. Then he stole second, and Jeter was the hitter.
And Gardner in a scoring position. Ball 1 the count on Jeter. His infield hit back in the first inning gave him 3,054 in his career, 1 shy of Ricky Henderson for the all-time list of 21st place. Here's the 1-0. Breaking ball lined up the middle, a base hit past Pennington. Gardner streaks around third, and this game is tied. Jeter is 2 for 2 tonight. He's 5 for 5 in the series. And it's the A's 1, the Yankees 1 on Jeter's 47th RBI. And base hit that ties him with Ricky Henderson for 21st on the all-time hit list. 3,055. The signature swing by Jeter when he pulls the hands in and just shoots it up the middle or toward the right side of the diamond.
Then the Yankees another shot in the fourth inning, this time to take the lead. They had 2 runners on base with nobody out, but then Cahill got Posada and Nunez. Now Cervelli was batting, 2 runners on base in a tie game with 2 away.
Cervelli steps all the way out, tries to regroup. He's got the pant legs pulled up. Off the lines, deep at first and third. 1-1 game in the fourth. 1-2. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. Down and away with a change, and the inning is over. 2 on, nobody out, and Cahill wiggles free. No runs a hit. The Yanks leave 2, and we are on to the 5th. A 1-1 tie.
Then in the 6th inning, the ball game still tied up at 1, and Weeks was leading off against Sabathia. Here's Sabathia. The big lefty just towers over Weeks. Now turns, here's the 1-0 pitch, and it's swung on a fly ball to right center. Granderson going back, still going deep in the alley, reaching up, it's over his head and going to the wall. Weeks around first, streaking to second, turning around second, going to third, the throw, the dive, the tag, out at third. 8-4-5 on the relay. Beautifully done by the Yankees. That ball was smoked over the head of Granderson. He tracked it all the way to the wall at the Yankee bullpen. He fired it to Robinson Cano, who has the best second base arm in baseball, I think. And he unleashed a perfect throw to third to Nunez on the bag. And Weeks diving in, a bang-bang play, and tagged out by Nunez for the first out. You can't blame the kid for trying it. And so the ball game was still tied up. We went to the bottom of the 6th inning, and with 2 out, it was Swisher against Cahill. Now here's the 1-1 pitch by Trevor, and it's swung on a drive, well hit deep left center field. Back on it is Crisp at the track to the wall, and it is gone into the A's bullpen. Nick Swisher blasts one out over the 399 mark in left center field, and the Yankees have taken a 2-1 lead in the bottom of the 6th inning. But then the incredible effort by Brian Fuentes relieving Cahill with the A's down by a run in the bottom of the 7th. The Yankees, with nobody out, had runners at first and third. Gardner leading off, popped out to, or Gardner, the leadoff hitter, the first batter faced by Fuentes with nobody out. In that first and third situation, Gardner popped to third. Then Jeter hit a knuckleball that was speared at second by Jemile Weeks. So now still first and third, is down by a run, and with 2 away, it was Granderson against Fuentes.
The 1-0 on the way. Swung on high, fly ball right center field. Some oohs and ahs. This one's staying in the park for Coco. He's in front of the track. He'll make the catch, and Brian Fuentes does a remarkable job with runners on the corners and nobody out, and holds the Yankees down. No runs, 2 hits. They leave 2. Still a chance onto the top of the 8th. A's trail New York 2-1.
And the A's took advantage of that chance in the 8th inning. Sabathia is still pitching when Swisher led off with a single. Then Pennington a sacrifice. The tying run was in a scoring position, and the last batter faced by Sabathia tonight was the A's third baseman Sizemore. No balls and 2 strikes. 1 out, a runner at second. And Sabathia turns and throws. It swung a line down the left field line, a base hit in the corner, and the A's have tied it up. Suzuki has scored. Sizemore around first, going to second with a stand-up double, his 3rd hit tonight. And here in the top of the 8th inning, we have a 2-2 tie. Scott Sizemore ropes a 2-base hit down the left field line. And that's going to be it for Sabathia.
Well, he stayed with the breaking ball, and you keep on throwing the breaking ball 3 consecutive times. I think the percentages then swing toward the batter, because you don't believe he's going to get a plus breaking ball 3 times in a row. He hung it, and Sizemore got to it.
A 2-2 tie. David Robertson summoned from the bullpen. And here's what happened when Robertson came in the game. He walked Jemile Weeks, so the A's now looking to take the lead. Coco was up at this point. He was 2 for 2 with a walk. And now the 0-1 to Coco. Robertson throws, and a fastball hit up the middle, back a second, into center for a base hit. Around third, Sizemore's going to score, and the A's have taken a 3-2 lead. Stopping at second is Weeks. A broken bat single. It barely escaped the effort going to the right to the backhand side of the second baseman Cano, working its way up the middle. A single to center by Crisp, and it's 3-2 Athletics. And so, with the A's leading 3-2, Grant Balfour came out of the bullpen, working in the bottom of the 8th inning, and the first batter he faced was Teixeira. 3 balls and 1 strike, and Balfour's pitch, and Teixeira rips it to right. Tie game, no doubt. I mean, that got out just like that, up into the bleachers, and it's a 3-3 tie. Mark Teixeira explodes with his 35th home run. That did not take very long. And now the Yankees, after Balfour got the next 2 outs, he allowed singles to Posada and Nunez. Nunez an infield single. Andrew Jones was running for Posada. He was the go-ahead run with 2 out in the 8th inning. He was at second base. The specter of Rivera looming. He was warming up in the bullpen. And Eric Chavez came up to pinch hit for Francisco Cervelli. Chavez is batting for Francisco Cervelli. Gardner, a left-handed hitter, is on deck. Jones leads at second. Nunez from first. Nunez had the infield single. Balfour glove on his left knee, bending at the waist. And his 0-1 pitch to Chavez is swung on, lined at third, right to Sizemore, and the inning is over. He hits it right on the button, right on the screws, right to the A's third baseman. So the Yankees get 1, they leave 2, and after 8, it's a 3-3 tie. And so then the A's failing to score in the top of the 9th. Rivera retired the side 1-2-3 with 2 strikeouts. The A's went to Fatino De Los Santos in the bottom of the 9th. He was electric. He got the first 2 batters, Gardner and Jeter. Then he went to work on Granderson. 2 out, 9th inning, a 3-3 tie. And now the pitch, here it is. Slider swung on and missed, and De Los Santos with a dominant lights out 1-2-3 bottom of the ninth inning with 2 strikeouts. He sends us to extra frames in the Bronx. After 9 complete, A's 3, Yankees 3. Then the much maligned Rafael Soriano emerged from the Yankee bullpen in the 10th inning with 1 out, a single by Pennington, a single by Sizemore for his 4th hit. And then after weeks was out number 2, it was Coco Crisp against Soriano.
3-3 in the 10th. Now Coco, he's 3 for 3 with a home run. He swings and drives one to deep right. It is headed toward the seats, and this one is in the second deck. Coco Crisp, a 2-homer night. A 3-run backbreaker on Rafael Soriano. And just like that, the A's have doubled the score on the Yankees. They're in front 6-3. Coco Crisp, a 5 RBI night. And the Boo Birds rise up from Yankee Stadium as they cascade down on Rafael Soriano. Hanging breaking ball, and Coco, who began his game with a home run, has punctuated the end with a long ball to right field. He's homered from both sides of the plate.
And the first time in his career that Coco has done that, homering from both sides of the plate. So Bailey came on to the bottom of the 10th. There was the blemish, the 2-out solo shot to right by Nick Swisher, and Swisher had a 2-homer game. That made it 6-4. And then the Yankees with a 2-away. Their last chance tonight against Bailey was Andrew Jones.
Yankees down to their final strike. 2-2 the count. Bailey sets and fires. Breaking ball, swung on and missed, and this game is over. The A's with back-to-back wins, and they win it tonight in 10 by the final of 6-4. A night that was led by several, but in the end, Coco Crisp, the 3-run homer against Rafael Soriano, the difference, and the Athletics are 2-0 on the road trip.
And Vince Cotroneo will be talking with Coco Crisp when the A's postgame continues.